Hey guys, Steven Zurita here for the April 2016 Q&A video. Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you for your questions. Before I get to answering them though, the real reason I'm doing this video is to ask you guys a question that you can answer for me. So you remember last year I talked about how 2016 I was going to really focus a lot on my channel, and I think the videos are looking a lot better. I'm very proud of the videos I've been doing lately, especially the last couple skits, which have been collabs, which is something I really wanted to do. Next thing I'm working on is just kind of big picture organization theme motto stuff for the channel. Basically, I actually had a YouTube channel consultation, I guess you'd call it. And the guy gave me some really good advice, Tim Schmoyer over at Video Creators. And basically he said I need to find what my channel value is. Like there's a value there, and it's in there what I do, I just need to like define it. So that's where I'm turning to you guys for help. I'm doing all this brainstorming. I need you guys to help me out. So my question for you guys to answer in the comments below is, why do you watch my channel? If you come back to my channel a lot or a little, or there's a specific video series you'd like to watch over and over, whatever it is, however big of a fan you are or aren't, why do you watch this channel? Please be specific and elaborate. Your answers are really going to help me boil down what the value of my channel is. And if I can pitch that channel on the front channel page like he told me to, ideally I can attract more subscribers, and new people just casually stopping by will look at all these other videos and be way more likely to go in and dive in and watch the stuff I've made, which is ultimately the goal I have here, is to have people watch content that I produce. If you guys can help me do that, let me know why you watch the channel and what you like about the channel. I would really appreciate it. Enough about me babbling, let's get to your questions. All right, on YouTube, Andrew Bull asks, what do I think of Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa? I've talked about this a little bit, specifically with the whole costume reveal that we saw last week, and then now we even have pictures of her on set filming in the new Rita Repulsa outfit. Overall, I really like it. I think she is a good actress. I've liked her in every role I've seen her in, even if the movie itself wasn't good. She's always good in it. And Elizabeth Banks is also a very funny person. And she can also be a very serious person. And if you remember, Rita originally was very funny. She was always having her headaches. There was a little bit of slapstick there. And I think Elizabeth Banks is the perfect person to pull off that duality between funny when she needs to be, serious and angry when she needs to be as well. So far, we've only seen her be serious and angry in the photos they've released, or people have, I guess, taken behind the scenes. But I'm really looking forward to see what she does, just encompassing the character as a whole. I talked about this a lot more in depth if you want to hear what I think about way more, and also what I think about the costume, which in a nutshell, I actually really do like the costume they chose. On my friends at the Ranger Command Power Hour podcast, I'll leave a link to that in the description below, so you can list my thoughts and a bunch of other Power Rangers Power Force members' thoughts on that. And side note, Saban, if you're watching, I would love to be in the Power Rangers Power Force. Just throwing that out there. Nitro Flame 250 asks, have you ever played any Pokemon games before? If so, what do you think of Pokemon Sun and Moon Generation 7? Yes, Nitro Flame, I have played Pokemon games before. I've actually been replaying Pokemon Blue right here. I have it right next to my bed, which is right next to where I film. So I've been playing it a lot lately. Unfortunately though, the cartridge is kind of glitchy, and I've opened it up to fix it a couple times. I've looked up a couple other fixes, because after about 15, 16, 17 years, you got to replace the cartridge battery in this thing. So it's made me start the game over, which is fun. I'm playing it a lot better than I did when I was 9. But I think I need to go back in 1 or 2 more times, clean out the, whatever, the ports, the contact things right there, so I can finish the game. I have also got Pokemon Yellow, which I'm looking forward to restarting again so I can play a little bit smarter than I did as a kid. And Gold, which is my personal favorite because it was a great sequel to Blue and Yellow. And I think it was the perfect sequel. And to me, this is really where Pokemon ends. I did start the 3rd generation. I have Sapphire version, but I don't know, just if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I couldn't get too into it. I got about halfway through the game, and I don't know, there was like, they changed too many things. The Pokemon started getting ridiculous. I didn't want to have to do things like beauty pageants. And I don't know, I just felt like I'd completed a really beautiful thing here, and then just a second time be like, now there's even more Pokemon. It's like, are you just gonna, do I have to start from scratch every time? I already completed the journey. I don't want to do this again so many times. I don't know. That's just me. I have not played the new generations, Sun and Moon. I think you said this Gen 7. I would be open to it. I'd need to get a 3DS. I think that's on the 3DS. I'm a little out of the loop. But I think it's been long enough to where it would feel like a fresh adventure again, and not just kind of, you know, you beat the game and immediately there's a new game, which I guess a lot of people like. But to me, it's like I want to beat the game and feel like the resonance of that. But it's been so long that I felt the resonance of that. I think I could get into a new generation of Pokemon. Red Sparks 91 asks, what are your thoughts on the newest Super Sentai season, Dobitsu Sentai Zyuohger, if you have seen it already? I haven't watched it yet. I've seen some pictures. I'm actually in the middle of watching Wild Force right now. I've got that Legacy Helmet 20th Anniversary collection, and I'm in the middle of Wild Force, and the first thing I thought when I looked up Zyuohger is, this looks a lot like Wild Force. The costume design, the theme is animals again. The Blue Ranger's a shark again. There's felines, there's falcons. The Red Ranger looks like he has some sort of flying animal, which reminds me a lot of the Yellow Ranger and Wild Force. I know there's only so many ideas that you can have as team themes, so I guess they're just going to do animals for like the 9th time. I guess I'll see more of it when they adapt it into Power Rangers. If I hear it's a really good season like Gokaiger was, I'll go find a way to watch it in Japanese, because I did that for Gokaiger and I was not disappointed. And then I was very disappointed when Megaforce came out. Ooh, here's a good one from Gage Kinsey. Discussion topic, Jason was always meant to be a leader. Tommy became leader because Austin St. John quit the show before White Light aired. Do you agree Jason is Tommy's superior? And also keep up the good videos. Thank you, Gage. You know, man, that is tough, because I'm definitely a Team Jason fan. Tyrannosaurus for life. Although Tommy was good too, and I think just over the course of the show, to be honest, I think Tommy probably, I mean, he just has more experience, because he was in something like 5 seasons and had about 5 Ranger powers, and or maybe 6 or 7 depending on how you count the 3rd season. It's, man, I think they're both good leaders. And I hate like picking and choosing. I think they're both good leaders. I think given the same opportunity, if Jason had stayed on for 5 seasons like Tommy did, he might have been a better leader. Because there were moments in Zeo where Tommy, since he didn't know what his past was, you know, with that whole like Battle Zord subplot, he had to find out some things that kind of slowed the Rangers down, and him being evil interfered. I think Jason could have been a better leader in those kinds of moments right there, because he was pretty much a good guy, so he didn't have as much room to falter, where Tommy did a little bit, although that makes for great television when your protagonist falters. Sonic Ranger asks, you think you can invite YouTubers, including me, for your Zeomorph after part 3? Well, if you're at VidCon, which I'm going to be at VidCon, and you run into me, maybe we can shoot like a quick little morphing video right there, because last year a guy kind of came up to me and did that, and he had the Dino Charge Morpher. I was like, all right, let's do this. So if you can find me at VidCon, yeah, let's do like a Zeomorph. If I know you're coming, maybe I'll bring some morphers as well. Catherine asks, if you could live in the world of any movie or show, what would it be? Star Wars, Power Rangers, Pokemon? Man, I'm a fan of all of those things, although I think, and as cool as being a Power Ranger or being a Jedi would be, there's a lot of danger involved. In all honesty, if I had to pick an entire world to live in and not just say, oh, I'm a Power Ranger, I think the world of Star Trek. It's the idealized future. It's peace. There's no suffering. There's no hunger. Everybody's getting along. Like that. Like if I'm in that universe, everybody wins. If I'm in the Power Rangers universe, maybe I can be a Power Ranger, but there's buildings falling over all the time and monsters attacking the city. People are getting hurt. Same thing with Star Wars. Maybe I'm a Jedi or a cool X-Wing fighter pilot, but man, that means there's some kind of empire. At least if Disney's gonna always make sure there's some kind of empire, apparently. People are gonna be getting hurt and blah, blah, blah. So I think Star Trek, everybody wins. And plus, transporters. I have always wanted a transporter so I could just beam to wherever I want. I would probably live back home in Texas and then just beam to California whenever I need to be out here for something. So Star Trek. Daniel Coper, what got you into doing YouTube videos, and what is the most memorable moment from an interview that you did? I've always just wanted to make films. Well, maybe not always, but since I was 14 is when I really wanted it to be my career. What I wanted to do for my life is make films. And YouTube came around about that same time, so it was just the perfect opportunity for me to have a place to release videos. And at first, I did it very intermittently, and then in the middle of college, Freddie Wong and Corridor Digital kind of rose, in the YouTube ranks, and then I said, oh wow, you can release these short films and build a dependable audience on YouTube. Most memorable moment from an interview. That's kind of a two-part answer. One would be just the whole Austin St. John interview in general. That guy was my first hero as a kid. And throughout that whole interview, specifically when he was talking about morals that resonated with him from the show, is when I realized, oh my gosh, Austin is the person I wanted him to be. Like, you know, sometimes you meet your heroes and they're not, you know, they're snobby or they don't care, but like, no, he was humble. His values were the same values I wanted to get from Power Rangers, or that I did get from Power Rangers. So just like, yes, he lived up to the dream. Another memorable moment hasn't come out yet, but I interviewed Cameron Jibo, who was the Silver Ranger in Power Rangers Super Mega Force. And I don't want to give it away yet, but I'm going to. There was a moment right in the middle of the interview when this little kid, maybe 5 years old, walks right up to Cameron with a Silver Ranger doll, and he just kind of goes, and he's looking between them. He's like, oh my gosh, this is you. And like I said, he was like right in front of the camera. He was like right here, and me and Cameron are talking. It was just like this really raw moment, and Cameron was like really cool, like, hey buddy, what's up? And I was, you know, I kind of talked about it right after the kid left. I was like, wow, that's like I have fun meeting these Power Rangers, but to the kids. And I remember being a kid watching Power Rangers when it first came out, like, it's so real to them, like it's so important to them, and like that, like I kind of envied that kid because I didn't get to meet Power Rangers till I was like 22, and this kid's meeting them when he's like 5 and in the prime of the whole fandom. So that was a really cool moment as well. All right, that's enough of me babbling. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please subscribe for more videos every Thursday, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I'll see you guys next week. Punch it.